Okay, so with my birthday soon to be coming up, I'm gonna give you all my 10 current favorite athletes today. So yeah, let's just before we get started, we got a few honorable mentions. And those honorable mentions are Lamar Jackson, Salvador Perez, Byron Buxton, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., C.J. Stroud, Cindy Crosby, and Tyrese Halliburton. Those are my personal favorite honorable mentions of my current favorite athletes today. Now to the real list. First down, we got Jayden Daniels. Yes, quarterback Jayden Daniels. He came from LSU, drafted into the first round by the Commanders, and had an astonishing rookie year. Well, that's a big word. And he led the Commanders to a winning season and took them to the NFC Championship game for the first time since 1991. And is now won Rookie of the Year. Just what else could I say about him? He is the next big thing for the Commanders for years to come. Next up on our list, we have Paul Skeens. Came from LSU, and he was called up last year, and he finished his rookie season 11-3 with 32 strikeouts and 1.96 ERA and won NL Rookie of the Year for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Not to mention this year he's just doing decently, but I hope he succeeds in Pittsburgh because the Pirates just been so far disappointed so far this year. But as much as I love Andrew McCutchen and O'Neill Cruz, Paul Skeens is now the face of that franchise. Next up on our list is the only hockey player we have here is Connor McDavid. No questions asked. Just no questions even asked. He started off his career with some astonishing points, but then became the Oilers captain, struggled with injuries, but in the 2020s, he got better and better over time. He's made the Oilers irrelevant again, and it took them to the Stanley Cup last year and now this year. Much like Wayne Gretzky, he is just a beast at hockey right now. And I really hope he wins the Stanley Cup this year right now. I love Connor McDavid. Even if he doesn't win the Stanley Cup, I'm still a fan of his. Next up, we got Bobby Witt Jr. from the Kansas City Royals. Now, yeah, I know. He's had some... When he's got into the league, he's been like, anyone can hit the ball. So far right now, he's made himself the second favorite best player of the Kansas City Royals. I mean, he's just getting started and just getting better. Not to mention the Royals are doing decent this year, but he is just getting better and better. I can definitely see him being the next face of the Kansas City Royals after Salvador Perez retires. And yes, I am a Minnesota Twins fan, but the Kansas City Royals are my second favorite team, and I love Bobby Witt Jr. as well. Sure, you could take some interest in Bryce Harper or Shohei Ohtani or Manny Machado, but Bobby Witt Jr. is now, without a doubt, the next face of the Royals. Is also one of my favorite athletes on the planet. Next up, give me Kawhi Leonard, the Claw. Oh, I know a lot of people are going to be mad about this because some people really despise Kawhi Leonard. But I know I've always been a big fan of him ever since San Antonio. He came into the league in 2011, and he has been an absolute monster in San Antonio. He won a championship with San Antonio in 2014, plus finals appearance in 2013. After Tim Duncan retired, Kawhi was probably going to be the next face of the Kansas City Royals, but then friction with his management, injuries, he wanted to get traded, joined the Toronto Raptors, and all know what happened. They won the championship with Kawhi Leonard in his only season there before going to the LA Clippers, who he's had some ups and downs, but I've always been a big fan of him. Still always will be. He can shoot the ball, he can play defense, and he, play hard. But he's never won an MVP, but that's okay because Kawhi Leonard now has 2 championships right now. I love Kawhi Leonard, especially when he's ups and downs. Next up, we got Bryce Harper. Yes, some people really don't like Bryce Harper, but since he entered the league since 2012 at the age of 19, he has been, without a doubt, this generation's best baseball player. I mean, what else could you say? started his career with the Nationals from 2012 to 18 before going to the Phillies, and is still is one of the best players in baseball. 8-time All-Star, 2-time NL MVP, the NLCS MVP in 2022, and a 2-time NL MVP, 4-time Super Slugger Award winner. And all he has to do is just win a World Series. But what else could you say more about him? Just no questions asked. The best baseball player, like Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani, and Mike Trout. But Bryce Harper, no questions asked. Next up, we have my favorite Minnesota Vikings player, Justin Jefferson. No questions asked. He is, without a doubt, this generation's Randy Moss. Ever since he came into the league, he has been one of the most, not if the most elite receivers in the NFL for 5 years. 4-time Pro Bowler, 2022 Offensive Player of the Year, and NFL reception leader in 2022. What else could you say? He is just as good as it gets. I mean, he is this generation's Randy Moss. And also one of my favorite athletes and one of my favorite Minnesota Vikings on this planet who can do anything, especially catch the ball and break many records. I really hope he breaks Jerry Rice's record. So Justin Jefferson is definitely one of my favorite athletes on this planet. Next up on our list, we had Cat, Karl Anthony Towns. We all know he began his career with the Timberwolves in 2015. He won the Rookie of the Year in 2016, had an improvised sophomore year. He then broke out and had his first All-Star appearances. He got the Timberwolves to the playoffs, but then we all know what happened with Jimmy Butler. But then he became a franchise player, but then injuries, problems, and all caused it to be a huge problem. But then, long before Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns was just the franchise player. But when Anthony Edwards came, Karl Anthony Towns and the Timberwolves started to feel like playoff teams, especially what happened in 2024. Now I know he's on the Knicks right now, but Karl Anthony Towns was my favorite Minnesota Timberwolves player long before Anthony Edwards came. Now I know he's on the Knicks, and I know he had a pretty good year, but Karl Anthony Towns was my first ever Minnesota Timberwolves player before Anthony Edwards, and one of my favorite athletes on this planet and in the world today. Next up on our list, we have Josh Allen, quarterback Josh Allen, not the defensive player Josh Allen. Yes, the reason I say him because he just won MVP, and he's one of my favorite players on the Bills, in which he has made the Buffalo Bills irrelevant again, and he's also made them a playoff contender and a championship contender if he can only just get over the darn Kansas City Chiefs. The Bills have finally found their answer at QB after Jim Kelly retired. And sure, you could take your Patrick Mahomes, you could take whatever, your Tom Brady, your Aaron Rodgers, but for now, I can say Josh Allen is now my quarterback now, and my personal favorite Buffalo Bills player, and one of my favorite athletes in the world, and I hope he wins the Bills a gosh darn Super Bowl if he can get over the darn Kansas City Chiefs. And the reason I say him, because he just won MVP. MVP Josh Allen is also my second favorite athlete on this list. And ending this list with my favorite athlete in the world today and my favorite Minnesota Timberwolf, without a question, is Anthony Edwards. This guy is the definition of I am Michael Jordan 2.0. And he literally doesn't care who he's going against. And that's why I love him so much. He is the most funny, cocky, outrageous player you can ever see. Like, Minnesota desperately needed a player like Anthony Edwards. Long before we had him, we got some good players, but players just don't talk their crap. Like, not only could you see Anthony Edwards play defense, but he can literally dunk on anybody. And that's what Minnesota desperately needed, and he's made the Timberwolves irrelevant again and somewhat popular again and brought so much attention to them. And I really hope one day Anthony Edwards could lead Minnesota to a championship soon. And he is, without a doubt, my personal favorite athlete today. And that's going to do it for this video, folks. This is just the beginning of one of those videos of my favorites. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video.